everyone. Welcome to In the Boardroom podcast. I am your host, fashion designer, author, and entrepreneur, Adrena Martin Tober, and thank you for tuning in. And if you haven't already, be sure to grab your copy of my book, Don't Become an Entrepreneur If. And if you can't do the 9 things listed in this book, the entrepreneurship probably isn't for you. Okay? Now, right now, I want to talk about something that's so important for business owners, regardless if you're offering a product, service, whatever it is that you're doing. One thing that's important for your business or for the life of your business is branding. A lot of times people think that branding just stops at a logo, it stops at just the name of your business. Branding goes way beyond just the logo and a business card and just the physical thing. Branding is everything, like yourself as a package. You are your brand. You should be your brand. So branding consists of, when you walk in a room, what is the first impression that people get from you? Are you carrying yourself as a business owner? Are you representing your brand in the best light? All of those things have to do with branding. And the first thing I want to talk about when it goes into branding is social media. Now, with so many different social media outlets, you got Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all these different things. A lot of times it's hard to kind of keep those lines of professionalism and personal, and really know which ones to, use for your business and which ones to just keep personal. Personally, for me, Facebook is more personal for me. I don't let everybody in on Facebook because, it really is personal. And of course, you can definitely do business on Facebook depending on what your market is. But for me, Facebook is a little bit more personal. Now, when it comes to Instagram is probably one of my biggest social media outlets that I use for business. And when it comes to that with Instagram, I will say, when it comes to brand, especially if you're a new business owner, if you're one of those people who you like to go clubbing every weekend, you like to drink, smoke, whatever it is that you like to do, if you have a business, start a separate page. That's so important because if somebody is scrolling through social media, say for instance you're using a hashtag chef, okay, you're a new chef, and if I'm an event planner, let's say for instance, and if I'm looking for a chef for my next event, and I find your page on social media, first thing I'm going to do, I've never heard of you, so I'm going to scroll through your page and see what it is that you do. If the first thing, or not the first thing, but if all I see on your page is who you went to the club with last night, what you was drinking on at the club last night, mama and daddy, and then I got to scroll down 30 pictures to finally get to a full picture, I'm not going to take you serious, And when it comes to your brand, I'm going to look at you and like, okay, who is this person? Is this a serious business owner here? And I'm definitely 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to do business with you. I'm going to go back to those hashtags and find that person who may be a chef, but if I can clearly, immediately, upon first going to that page, I can say, okay, this person is a chef. This person, the food look good, the image, the presentation, everything is all there. So, like I said, on social media, it's okay to have separate pages. I have separate pages, but for me, I am my brand. So what I post on my personal page is nothing that I wouldn't want anybody on my business page to see, except for with me on my personal Instagram page. It's a little bit more, if I'm going to say homecoming at my college I graduated from, I'll post pictures of that, or pictures of different quotes, different things like that. Just stuff to give people a little bit more insight to who I am, stuff that I post on my personal page. Whereas if you go to Creations from a Dove on Instagram, which is one of my business pages, it's just strictly my business. It's strictly, you get to see what Creations from a Dove is. So definitely, any new business owner, or even if you're doing this now, you may feel like, okay, I need to change this up. Yeah, I'm one of those people who I do that. I'm posting all kind of crazy stuff on my page, and people got to scroll through 20, 30 different pictures to even get to my business. It's okay to either delete some of that stuff or just make your personal page private and just simply start a new page. I mean, it's a free platform, Just start a new one. So that's the first thing. The second thing I want to talk about is professionalism when it comes to your brand, And once again, your brand, people judge you upon initially seeing you. So when you go to an event and you're a vendor at that event, people are judging you when you first walk in a room. They're looking at what you got on. They're looking at the way you walk in, the way you talk, like everything, all of that goes into branding. So if you're one of those people who maybe you didn't go to a college, or maybe you didn't finish high, whatever it is your schooling situation is, that's not an excuse for you to be unprofessional. Okay, it's too many different free educational courses out here. You can Google things, YouTube. There's all kind of stuff out here. So that is no excuse for you to be unprofessional. And a lot of times people, you know, they may come from a rough background. They may come from a background where they're used to doing, you know, certain type of things. But when you get into the real world, when you leave undergrad or when you leave, you know, whatever hood or whatever side of town it is you grew up on, you're in the real world now. You can't take a lot of those things with you and still be, you know, looked at as a professional. So just definitely just watch that. Even how, going back to social media, even how you interact with your customers on social media. You know, don't be one of those people who you cursing your customers out, or if somebody is inquiring about, you know, shipping of a package and you one of those people who you want to go off on the customers and, you know, leave all kind of nasty comments. Don't do that, because I guarantee you that's one of the quickest ways for you to lose customers, and that will reflect negatively on your brand. So just like I said, social media, watch your social media page, and, you know, watch what it is that you post and make sure that it's up to par with how you want people to view your brand. And we're just remaining professional at all times, you know. Like I said, and it be something that you have to work on. You know, maybe it's something that you don't even notice. Other people might notice. I guarantee your customers notice. You know, they may not tell you, but by them not coming back to you for that product, for that dress or that service that they've been getting, you know, a couple times, they may just get tired of it. And like I said, they may not say nothing, but usually that's one of the best ways to know when you need to change something. When you have customers and if they may buy something, they may shop with you 1 or 2 times, especially if it's your friends and family or somebody that you're close to. They may shop with you just to support you, but that's it. They're not coming back to you because you probably got bad customer service. It takes too long to get the product or the service or whatever it is. But, you know, they just may not come back. They're not going to say nothing to you. But by them not coming back, you'll know. You know, that's usually one of the best ways to know when something is wrong. So just to sum everything up, just make sure that when you're really trying to build a brand, and I'll probably do another video on this as well, because branding it's so much deeper than that, but just make sure that your social media is on point and that you're staying professional at all times. If you have any questions, comments, whatever it is that you want to start a discussion, want to email me, go to my website, www.whoisadrena.com, and I will put the link in the bio. And just anything else you may have, just reach out to me. I'm here. And good luck to all of the new entrepreneurs out there, current entrepreneurs, and anybody else just striving. Whatever it is that you want to do, just keep going and be blessed. Bye.